Good morning, ladies. Thank you for joining us in Far Above Rubies today. I'm so very glad that each of you are here. Today we are in Romans chapter 5, verses 1 through 11, and we're going to talk about undeserved privilege. Undeserved privilege. Verse 2 of this passage reads, "Because of our faith, Christ has brought us into this place of undeserved privilege where we now stand." Other translations use the word grace there, this place of grace where we now stand. But grace means undeserved privilege. And I love that translation of it, undeserved privilege. Let me ask you a question. Don't you get super excited whenever you go to fly on an airplane and you paid for coach, but you get upgraded for free to first class? Don't you get a little more excited about first class when it's free rather than when you paid for it? Maybe because you didn't deserve to be in first class. You didn't pay to get there. You didn't sacrifice to be in first class. It was given freely as a gift, right? What about when you get to the hotel and you paid for this little dinky room, tiny room, staring at a brick wall, first floor, too much noise above you by the elevator, and yet you get upgraded for free to a suite, and you walk in and you're like, it's got a fridge, it's got a sink, it's got a mini bar, it's got a this and a that, and look at that view, have you seen my view? And you're calling your mom on your cell and going, Mom, you won't believe what just happened, the view I've got whenever I only paid this much and I'm getting a room that's worth this much. We get really excited about those little things because we didn't earn them. They are an undeserved privilege, okay? Another word for undeserved privilege is grace. We should walk around all the time with that excited feeling in our hearts and excited to share our undeserved privilege, the grace of God that has been granted to our lives. Read that scripture again, verse 2. It says, because of our faith, Christ has brought us into this place of grace, or undeserved privilege where we now stand. We didn't earn our way into relationship with God. We talked about that a couple of days ago. We didn't earn our way. We didn't sacrifice for it. We didn't pay our way into grace with God. It's given freely. And just as whenever we get into the hotel room that we didn't pay for all the amenities with, and we get excited and we call our mom or we call our spouse if they're not traveling with us and we say, you won't believe the upgrade I just got. We need to be just as excited all the time and not take for granted this grace that we walk in, this place in which we now stand with Christ, and say to our friends, say to our co-workers, our extended family, those who don't know God or are not in relationship with God, and say, did you know what God did for me? Have I told you lately what Jesus Christ brought me out of into his marvelous light? Have I told you lately about this free upgrade in life that I got? Okay? We don't have to be weird about it. We don't have to be pushy about it. We don't have to shove our story of redemption down someone's throat. But when the opportunity comes up, when the door opens, when the time is right, we can share with excitement. We can share with excitement this undeserved privilege that we now stand in through God's grace, through God's redemption power in our lives. I know if I got upgraded to first class yesterday on a flight, today I'm going to be telling everybody I talk to about it. The lady at Target that's checking my groceries out, I'm going to be telling her, man, I just got off this flight and I paid for coach. I paid to be in row 23 and instead I was in row 2 and I was really excited and the chairs were so comfortable and they brought me food, and I'm going to tell her about it even though she probably doesn't care. But guess what? I'm excited about it, and that's the way we need to feel about our grace, our undeserved privilege of being in relationship with Jesus Christ. Is we need to be excited about it and tell people about it and have that excitement carried around in our hearts all the time, okay? I hope you'll go and read Romans chapter 5 verses 1 through 11. I hope you'll be excited to tell someone today about your undeserved privilege in which you now stand. And if no one has told you lately, you are loved and you are cherished and you are valuable. You have beautiful, tremendous worth, my friend, and that worth is far above rubies. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you all again tomorrow. God bless you.